What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be releasing and showcasing this arrest system that I made. And if you guys like this type of content, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you want this model, you can find it in my Discord server. Make sure that when you join, you navigate to the verification channel, and that is where you'll be given your roles. So without further ado, guys, let's hop into it. So the only thing you're really going to need to change for this arrest system is the team color for your arrest team, and so that can be found at line 218 and right here. So it's already set to bright red, but if you want to change that to neon orange or just whatever your prison color is, it could be purple or whatever, just make sure you do that. And then once you do that, when the player is arrested, they'll be set to that team. So after that, the only other thing that you really need to change, or you don't really need to, but you can if you want to, is the database name. Now, like if you want to reset this database, all you have to do is change the name of it, and the next time you join a game, none of the previous data will be saved because it'll be on a new data store. So if you ever want to reset it, that's where you can reset it at. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for the setup. Now, this only contains a few scripts. We have our events. There's only 3 events, and there's like 2 scripts. So it's a pretty efficient system, I think. Maybe 3 scripts actually, and a weld script, but that doesn't really count. And this is just so when we touch the player, it freezes them. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how this works. So I have this test server loaded up and ready to go. And as you can see now, when I open the cuffs, I don't get any kind of prompt or anything, but I actually have to touch a player. And once I touch the player freezes. So if I go here, like I can't move. I can take out my tools, but I can't really do anything. And so what I'm going to do now is I have a few options. I can view the player's history now. Right here will be a picture of the player, and I'm going to change this to be invisible so that the background's not white, so don't worry about that. But here, if the player's been arrested previously, we'll be able to see what he's been arrested for, and it'll all line up in this frame here. But since the player's not been arrested for anything, we can go ahead and look at our arrest thing. Now, if you want to release the player from him being freeze, you can press that button there, and it will release him, and it'll get rid of our GUI. And then if I want to arrest him, I can just go back up to him again, and as you can see, it'll show the player's name and the player ID, and this will be a picture of the player as well. But if I go to arrest, another screen is going to open, and these are what we can arrest the player for. Now, we can change these in the GUI, and I'll show you how to do that in a second. But let's say he's been arrested for trespassing, so we're going to press that, and it's going to take him to jail. Now you can see over here he gets the timer, and we're on the prison team. Now if I go back up to him and I hit him again, we can check the history, and you can see player has been arrested for trespassing, and he was arrested by player 2, and I am player 2, so that is correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and release him, and that's how it works, guys. So if you want to change the reasons that the player has been arrested, you can do that very easily by going to the GUI. Shoot. Alright, sorry about that. I accidentally exited out of my Roblox. But so anyways, if you want to change the GUI, what we have to do is go to our server storage, and you can see right here we have a folder called arrest GUI, and this is where the arrest prompt is, and this is where pretty much everything is stored. So you want to go down to the reason frame, and there is a position frame, and then there's a bunch of reasons. So this is where we can mess with our reasons. So what we want to do is, when we copy this, you want to make sure reckless driving, there's a space, because we're going to use this information to transmit to the server, so the server can create a new history frame or history label here. So just make sure that whatever, the exact name of whatever you want it to be is the name and the text. So just make it both, just in case. but we do transmit the name, I think, or the text. But either way, just do both, and because you're gonna want the player to see, you know, murder and attempted murder and all that good stuff. And then if we want to change the time that player, like the arrest time, we just go here and we can change this value to whatever number we want. So if we want this to be 500, it can be 500. If you want it to be 5,000, it can be 5,000, whatever. And that's seconds. So this is so that like it can't be abused. Now I noticed with like a lot of arrest systems that I've used, they'll just make you type in a value that you want that player to be arrested for. And the problem with that is that like somebody can type in like 25 billion, and then like, you know, that player, anytime they join your game, now they're going to be in jail forever. So the cool thing about this is you can set the time here in Studio, and that time cannot be changed and it can't be abused. So with that being said, you know, let's say we wanted to add like, you know, 10 more of these, and it doesn't matter. You can just, you know, copy and paste them. And I'm going to say like, I don't know, robbery. And here I want to put in the text robbery, and then in the time we can change it to, you know, 400. So what that's going to do is it's going to just automatically like place it in the frame where we need it, because we have this UI page layout, and it's literally that easy just to add more reasons. So you can do as many as you want, and you can have 100, you can have this many, you can have 2, like whatever, and the player would be able to arrest other players and select reasons, and those reasons will save whenever a player joins again. So any, like if a player 2 days ago got arrested for something, you'll be able to view it in your arrest tools. So I hope you guys enjoy this and get some use out of this. Now, I'm not a UI designer, so don't make fun of the GUI, because I just kind of threw it together. To me, it's all about functionality. So if you get some functionality out of this, and even you just change the UI, then great. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it works for you. I hope it does what you need it to do. And you know, if you guys like these videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to press like, that really helps me out. And make sure to join the Discord server. We do Robux giveaways, probably 2 a week, and so if you want to join in, you can enter in that giveaway, and twice a week I'll be handing out 300 Robux to lucky players. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.